Rambo was a rated R movie. If you wanted to bring Rambo toys to school, they wouldn't let you do it. Unless there was a way around it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about Rambo and the toy that you could take to school. Now, I guess you could take a Rambo lunchbox to school. They probably wouldn't say much. After all, you could say it was based on maybe the cartoon, but it didn't really look like it. Rambo was a hard R rated movie. There's a lot of violence in it. But us kids growing up in the 80s, we loved violent movies. We did. And although they say it's rated R, it wasn't made for kids, you can bet you most of the people that went to see Rambo was kids. We loved it. And I don't know about today, but we used to go see R movies all the time. At least here at the theaters, didn't care how old you were. And if they did, you just asked for a ticket for something else and walk over and watch Rambo. But let's say maybe you went to a school that just said, no, don't bring any Rambo stuff. That lunchbox stays home. Action figures? Oh, forget it. You don't bring action figures to school. Well, there was one way you could technically bring Rambo to school. Rambo erasers. But these aren't just normal Rambo erasers. They look like action figures. Now, there's only 4 of them, so it's going to be a kind of a short video, but at least you could bring them to school. You know, it probably went something like this. Hey, Mom, can I bring my Rambo toys to school?
No, you cannot. That is rated R.
Aw, but Mom, they're erasers. They're made for school.
Okay, take them to school.
Yes, thank you, Mom. So you got to bring your Rambo erasers to school. There was 2 different ones. 2 bad guys, 2 Rambos. That's right. Maybe they cloned him. I'm not really sure. And he looks kind of like he's melting. It looks like the bad guy from RoboCop when he gets hit by the car after getting all that toxic waste on him. That's what it kind of looks like. But let's take a look at the Rambo erasers. And before we click off the video saying you don't like erasers, we're going to look at something else Arco made. That's pretty cool. Who's Arco? Well, they made the Rambo erasers, but they're also made Robot Zone, Space War, Sumo Giants. They were even the maker of light pens and some other toys, as you know. So let's take a look at these erasers. First up, we have Black Dragon. What a great name. So not only could you bring Rambo to school, you could bring a ninja to school. I guess as a ninja, ninjas was really popular in the 80s. It comes with a bag with a sword, a crossbow, handgun. I've never even heard of such a thing. And it looks like one piece of a nunchuck with a knife on the end of it. This thing looks awesome. As you can see in the picture in the top corner, it shows you how it looks on your pencil. There's no doubt about it. No one's erasing with this thing. It was a way to sneak toys to school. And the other bad guy was General Warhawk. Here he is right here in his uniform, his M16 gun. You can say that's not an M16, it's an AK-47 or M12 or something. I don't know what it is. And he comes with a sword. Yes, even he has a sword and a backpack that will hook onto the back of the figure, I guess. I'm not 100% sure about that. But let's look at the Rambo figures. You have Rambo. He doesn't even have his name on the top of the... Well, it's got his name at the top, but, you know, with the other one. See, that's... You know what I mean. But here's Rambo. He comes with his, he's got the bandana on, but it's skin color. Very weird. He's got his trusty hunting knife, his rocket launcher. Looks like he comes with a bow and arrow and a pack to go on his back. Again, I'm not sure if it fits on the back or not. It looks like it does. But there's Rambo. I know you're saying, that's not a bad looking Rambo for an eraser. You said it's going to look like he was melting. And I just noticed he has the necklace that his girlfriend gave him, but also skin color. Let's look at the horrible one. Rambo. Here, whoa, whew, I guess it's Rambo. Whew, I guess it looks more like his brother Dumbo. But from the Forces of Freedom, it's the pencil top eraser Rambo. Yes, you can now have Rambo with a big gun with a scope on it, a knife, he's jabbing somebody in the side, and I guess that's a backpack. Again, we see how they look in the palm of your hand. And you can finally bring Rambo to school. You all the time wanted to bring Rambo to school. But one time it's your mom saying, no Rambo to school. And then it's your teacher. Oh. Parents and teachers just didn't want us to have fun in the 80s. But here is a toy that this company made that you couldn't take to school. You couldn't take this to school unless maybe it was show and tell day and your teacher didn't care about Rambo. Check this out. The Rambo helicopter cockpit. Yeah, I said cockpit. You control the helicopter. You control the helicopter's action. May go up, down, bank, and turn. Cockpit dial really works. It has flashing lights, machine gun sounds. Even includes the headset. Man, this thing is awesome. I've never seen it before in stores, but I wish I did. I would have bought this one. Although this is 1986 and I was kind of old and not buying toys really much anymore, I was into other things. But it's recommended age for 5 and up, so I guess I could technically still buy it legally. But the Rambo helicopter cockpit, it looks pretty darn awesome. Remember that scene in Rambo? Yeah, like he's asleep and he wakes up to kill that guy? Oh man, Rambo. Ooh. Now I'm a big fan of First Blood, but I love Rambo as a kid. It doesn't hold up as much as First Blood holds up today, but anyway. If you were a kid and you wanted to show your love for Rambo and you knew your parents wouldn't let you.
No, you cannot take that to school. It's rated R. You go to school to learn, not to play with toys. That's rated R.
Well, you could with the Rambo Erasers. Again, you couldn't take the cockpit to school unless you had a nice school and show and tell day. Well, that's a video, a look at, and that's a video. Well, that's our look at the Rambo Erasers. As always, I'm going to like my content. Subscribe to the channel. Until again soon.
Hey, Junkman channel popping though.
Thank you, sir, for that unsolicited testimony.